Alright, so for video number 6, factoring monomials and binomials, I'm doing one of the problems from the recent quiz we took. It's number 5. Find one of the factors of 64m to the 4th power minus 4 when it is factored completely. So you have 4 choices: A, 16, B, 4m plus 1, C, 4m squared minus 1, and D, 2m minus 1. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to write out your problem. So you just write out 64m to the 4th minus 4. And then you're going to ask yourself some questions. In the first question, you always ask yourself, is there common factors? And the answer is yes. So you factor out the 4 between 64m to the 4th and 4. Factor out the 4. 4 goes into 64 16 times. Add the m4, and then minus 1. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is recognize what this problem has to give you, and it's a difference of squares right here. So you write out these factors. It's always helps me. 4m squared times 4m squared, and then 1, of course, is just 1 times 1. So you go to the next step. You write it all out. 4 times 4m squared plus 1. 4m squared minus 1. It's a different square, so you always go plus minus. Okay, so then you recognize another difference of squares that is factorable. So right here, you got 4m squared minus 1 has to be a difference, so there's the minus sign. So you go to your next step. You write out these factors. So you got 2m times 2m, and then of course again 1 times 1. And then for your next step, you're going to write it all out. So you have a pretty long problem here. You got 4 times the quantity 4m squared plus 1. You leave that because you can't factor that anymore. And you can do this. So you do plus, minus, add in your factors. So you got 2m and 2m, and you got 1 and 1. And right there, you ask yourself, is it factored completely? You can't, there's no such thing as sum of squares, so you can't factor that. That's unfactorable, and so is that. It's not a difference of squares anymore because it's factored out completely. So you look up in your problem here, you got A, 16. Is that one of the answers? No. Cross that out. You got 4m plus 1. Seems like it might be close, but it's not there, so no. 4m squared minus 1, you had that right here, but then you had to factor, so no. And then you got 2m minus 1, 2m minus 1. Final answer is D.